What's up, everybody? All right, well, Porsha Williams, she has a new book that's coming out at the end of November, and she's doing the press runs and the press tours to definitely promote her new book called The Pursuit of Porsha. And she's also going to be talking about her new spin-off show that's going to be airing on Bravo that I believe is going to be happening around the same time. And she is revealing some information that I am questioning, because I don't know if this was very smart of her to share this. I don't think it's going to affect her in any way, but I'm just questioning, why. I'm sure this may be something she's shared with people that are very close to her, or those that are really close to her already know about the situation because maybe they were involved in it too. But she shared recently that she's had her own personal situation with the singer who has been indicted, and he has been found guilty but is just waiting to be sentenced on multiple charges, including racketeering and a violation of the Mann Act, and amongst, a number of other things. But we all know R. Kelly, he's had a lot of things said about him over the years. I'm not a fan, but I'm not here to bash him either. It is what it is. I feel like there definitely were some victims. There definitely were some people that were taken advantage of, that maybe it wasn't smart for him to be hooked up with people that were of a certain age, basically because he was already involved in a situation in the past when he was on trial, and he didn't get found guilty that time, but it was because of him being accused with being with a younger woman. But we know that in that situation, the family of the person and the person did not come forward, and they didn't cooperate. And there's a lot of stories behind why they didn't, but I'm not here to talk about all that. But that's one of the main reasons why he wasn't found guilty in that situation. But because he already went through that, it just isn't smart to be involved with people that are younger. And there's some people that were saying that he was with different women and women of different ages, all also while he was married. So even though if the women were of a certain age, definitely the age of consent, if they knew he was married, they shouldn't have been messing around with him. But again, he was getting what he wanted, and a lot of these people, they were attempting to get what they wanted. Some of them did, and some of them didn't. So anyway, Porsha, she's opening up about her experience with the singer, and she said that she also spoke to authorities about her experience because she was saying, and I quote, "I realized it was my opportunity to help anyone who's been hurt by him." And this is what she told People in this week's issue, talking about the situation. Okay, she says, "There had been so many other instances where I had been abused by men that my mentality at that time was of an abused person, and that it was okay for me to be treated like that." Now, her saying that, I get it, because if you have only been treated with disrespect and only been treated as an object, I don't even want to say she was treated with disrespect, but based on how she has portrayed herself, especially on the Real Housewives of Atlanta over the years, she's definitely portrayed herself, and on Instagram, not just on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but definitely on social media, as a object of, sex, like a sex object, pretty much. And again, I'm not saying that it's okay for anyone to be disrespected or be treated like a tool or an object because they are dressing that way or acting that way. But the things that she revealed, it just makes me question what is really going on. What is really going on? So she reveals, after meeting a friend of R. Kelly in 2007, she was 25 years old at the time, so she was definitely not a teenager. Her mindset may not have been mature, and I really don't believe that it was, because we've seen her, especially in the earlier years of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, how she just pretty much appeared to be an airhead. And the ladies didn't really come out and say it, except for Phaedra. Phaedra said it more than a few times, but she said she was considering a career in music. So she was flown to Chicago to meet him and potentially work with him. So she says she expected to be driven to a recording studio when she arrived, but was taken to his home instead. After an initial introduction to him, oh my gosh, she says someone led her to his bedroom and left her alone there for hours. Okay, now first of all, someone's taking you to his house. You're not questioning that? Like, if you're assuming, because it sounds like she was assuming that she was going to a recording studio. She didn't say they told her that she was going to a recording studio. She says that she assumed that's where she was being taken. She said she expected to be driven to a recording studio. So expecting to be going to a recording studio and assuming that you were being taken to a recording studio, I think is like the same thing, because she didn't say, I was told that we would be meeting up at the recording studio and that is where I would be meeting him. That's not what she said. Okay. And then you were at his house. Red flag number 1. So next red flag number 2 is she says that someone led her to his bedroom. You were being led to a bedroom. Okay, maybe you thought the room that you were being taken to was a studio. Possibly. I don't know. But once you saw that it was a bedroom, you went in there. You didn't back up. You didn't say, hold up, wait a minute. This isn't what I signed up for. I thought we were going to be meeting and possibly recording some tracks. Like, that's what I thought it was going to be. But she says that they left her alone there for hours. Okay, so what were you doing in this room for hours? Were you banging on the door and the wall saying, get me out of here? Did they lock you in? Like some of the people on the documentary said that they were locked into a bedroom and they had to like stomp their foot on the floor. Sorry. People, kicking at the door and the walls, banging on the doors and the walls and stomping on the floor. Let me out, let me out. Or were you just chilling in there? It doesn't sound like she was putting up a fight. She says she was left there alone for hours. And then, okay, next, he finally joins her there. Now, okay, here we go. She said he told her to take off her clothes. Did you do it? Did you curse him out? Did you push him? Did you say, let me out of here? Calling the police, I'm calling my parents, my mom, my sister, my brother, whoever. Like, what? When you thought you were being taken to a recording studio and it's come down to you being taken to his house, then being led to his bedroom, and then you waited in there for hours. And the next thing you know, he joins you in the room. You didn't sit and have a conversation and get to know him or whatever. She says, when he arrived, he told her to take off her clothes. So, quote, she says, I've already put myself in this position, and this is what is in her new book. Quote, this is what you're supposed to do. You have to. There is no turning back. So basically, she is admitting that she slept with R. Kelly, okay? That's what she's saying. She didn't come out and say the words, we had sex, but she says he came to the room, he told her to take off her clothes, and she says, I've already put myself in this position. This is what you're supposed to do. You have to. There is no turning back. I don't know. I don't know about that. That does not make her look good. I'm not saying it makes R. Kelly look like he was a victim in this whole situation, because I don't believe that either. I mean, it's questionable in terms of everything that went on in that situation. he made a lot of bad decisions. He made a lot of bad, poor decisions. He surrounded himself with a lot of bad people. And yeah, a lot of people were yes men and yes women, and they were working for him and doing what he wanted because he was fitting the bill. Of course, they weren't doing it for free. But this, what she just put out here, I don't know if she was one of the people to testify in court, if that would have helped him or hurt him, but I don't think that would have hurt him if she was one of the people to testify. I just don't, because it sounds like you were a consenting adult, not saying that you were just all in and yeah, let's do this, but because it was something that you wanted, you went forward and you proceeded to do what he told you to do. Period. It just doesn't look good. And Porsha does not come across as one of the most brightest bulbs in the box, honestly. So it's not shocking to hear something like this, especially when she and Porsha had a blow up on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, especially regarding Candy's child's father. Candy revealed that Porsha was with him. And Candy didn't have a problem with it, but Candy was like, that's who she was. She got around in the industry. She slept with a lot of people. And not surprised to hear something like this coming out, and she's the one to reveal it, not somebody else. She's the one to reveal it. And that's why it, to me, is like, why? I guess you needed some juicy content for the book to get the sales up. But this is insane that she's revealing this. I feel like her revealing this, I don't think it's going to stop her shine. I don't think it's going to stop her bags from rolling in. I don't. But it just gives people another reason to give you the side eye with a lot of the things that you come out with, like the engagement to the guy that she's with now. And when I say you, I'm talking about her, because of course I'm not sitting here and talking to Porsha. But it is just not a good look at all. So she's revealed in this interview, she says, she saw him 2 more times. She saw him 2 more times. And she also says that she encountered several young women who also were staying at his home. So pretty much Portia's revealing that she was one of these chicks who had the opportunity to meet him, stay with him, sleep with him, have sex with him. And when it was finally uncomfortable for her taste, then she got out of there. So she had the freedom to leave when she wanted to. Nobody locked her up. Nobody made her stay. But she says that she decided not to see him anymore after she woke up one day and heard a woman being beaten in another room. And it's just something that she kept as a secret for a long time, she says. Oh my God. I just don't know what this situation, why she revealed all of this. Not a good look. But it's not shocking. It's not. Her track record with men in these relationships is just what it is. She met him when she was 25. She got married to Cordell Stewart. I want to say, about 5 years after that situation, she says, happened with R. Kelly, because she got married to Cordell in 2011 after she met him in 2009. And they also had their wedding broadcast for the WE television series Platinum Weddings. I don't know if that show still comes on anymore, but she's continuously been on the come up with her relationships with these people. And R. Kelly, I believe, is just one of maybe many. And when I say many, I don't know the number, but I don't believe that's the only guy in the industry that she's been with. And I'm not surprised with the things that she shared. I'm just shocked that she would wait until now to put this out there. I feel like that's something that she should have just kept between her and the Lord and whoever, she may have shared it with many years ago, because that just looks awful. He's already been convicted. He's waiting on sentencing. it's not going to hurt him in any way, I don't believe, because she wasn't one of the ones that testified or put her hands up in the air and say, hey, I'm one of the victims too. But she doesn't sound like a victim. And this gives credence to those who do cape for the singer to say that he's the victim, and the women, the girls, or the, you know, whoever was with him, they were not victims because they chose to be with him, and some of them lied and they were using him to get what they wanted. And a lot of that stuff is, you know, kind of true. I do feel, and I still do feel like this, that Azriel was a victim. And when I say she was a victim of everyone, her parents and the singer, because the singer was much older than her. Whether she got with him when she was 17 or 18 years old, I don't care if she was, she had just turned 18 years old. She definitely was extremely immature, and him being his age, he should never want to be with anyone that's immature. And look, I mean, this is where it got him, because you dealt with a lot of different people who were immature, who were looking for a come up, who were looking for an opportunity. So in that essence, yeah, she, you know, and this isn't about Azriel, but I'm just saying, this is the type of stuff that people are talking about when they say that he is the victim. I'm not claiming that. I'm not saying that. But in this situation, I'm sorry, Porsha doesn't sound like a victim to me. Not in this situation. So you guys let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section. This just doesn't look good. But you know, Porsha, she doesn't really care. She got engaged to somebody who wasn't even divorced yet. So whatever. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And until the next time, I'm just being beautifully honest.